Welcome in, Gemini. Hope you guys are doing awesome. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. My name is Lisa. Welcome to Say It Soul Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing great. So, Gemini, this is going to be your mid-month love reading, general love reading for mid-May, end of May. Don't be dissuaded by the timestamp, though. So, if you are drawn in by the title, I'm not sure what the title is going to be just yet, but if you're drawn in by the title, again, there could be a message here for you guys. So, Gemini, I did already pull your oracle cards. So we're going to talk about that first. Then I'm going to pull some tarot, get some feelings out, how you're feeling about your person, how your person's feeling about you. As always, though, general read, cross watchers, feel free to swap sides. Same thing for you, Gemini. Feels like I'm talking about you versus your person. It's okay to do that. But, just always keep in mind you're not bound by any outcome in a tarot reading. It's a snapshot in time, what the current energy is. So just only take what resonates, please. If you are interested in a personal read, I do them. So feel free to reach out to me. It's just sayitsoultarot@gmail.com. The email address is in the description box of the video. So if you're interested in that, that would be most amazing. As always, guys, again, hopefully that you find a message here for you guys today. So let's dive in here, Gemini, and talk about your oracle cards. So you're coming through here as this thinking energy. I feel like right now Mercury actually is in your sign. So spending a lot of time thinking about what's the best course of action here. What should I do? I feel like for a lot of you, you've been really up in your head. So definitely might be feeling not as social as you normally are, turning down invitations, not really wanting to spend time with anybody, but just spending time with yourself here. Trying to look at the bigger picture. I love that you're coming through here as this beautiful eagle. So this is, the eagle rising or phoenix rising is really what I'm getting here. This is also air energy, which makes sense because you are Gemini. Same thing with the thinking card. That's an air energy card. So really trying to look at the bigger picture here. So I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like air signs are really good at that. So I feel like you're really tapping into your intuition here, Gemini, about thinking about what it is that really makes you happy, thinking about this person, thinking about what my next step should be, thinking about the future. Do I see myself being with this person in the future? What would that look like? And again, looking at the big picture. So again, and we also have Pluto in Aquarius, and that's, another air sign. So that really talks about things coming to light here, being truthful about yourself, what it is that you're really wanting, knowing what you need to change in your life in order to kind of bring about the happiness that you're desiring here. So again, with this eagle, rising, phoenix rising, this transformation, I feel like you are going through a lot of changes. So for some of you, you could be, trying to get rid of things that are not healthy in your life. That could be a person, that could be just habits in general, but really spending a lot of time, I feel like, in your home. So I feel like, again, kind of distancing yourself from people maybe that you normally hang around with, that that are, maybe not good for you as well. And I feel like the answers that you need are coming. So you did get this card. This is the underlying energy here from the Moonology deck. And I only asked for the underlying energy because I didn't want to pull, a ton of oracle cards, just 3. But I did shuffle everything to get the underlying energy. And so the answers you need are coming. So again, I feel like if you're looking for guidance from spirit, you're going to get those answers soon. And again, taking a step back, looking at the big picture here, transforming, changing the things in your life that you feel like are not serving you is going to be most helpful. So I feel like for a lot of you, the person on your mind, there is a lot of things that you don't know about this person. With that treasure island, I feel like you are curious about this person, curious about the future, curious if you could have a future with this person. And I feel like there's a part of you here that's really wanting to learn more and discover more about the situation before making a decision. So for some of you, that's definitely might be why you're, really contemplating about what action you should take here with the thinking card, and just really being guided. I feel like right now the moon is actually quite important for you. And as we're recording this reading, the full moon in Scorpio is today, actually. So not surprised to see the moon card coming out. So I feel like that's really causing you to dive deep here, Gemini, about, your dreams, desires, what you're really wanting. And again, finding the courage to make those transformations. Change is not easy. So let's see here how you are. We'll ask first how your person's feeling about you. How does this person feel about Gemini currently? The person on Gemini's mind. How is this person feeling about a Gemini? So I'm going to cut the deck. I got called to use this other deck. It's still a regular tarot deck, but the pictures are really nice and big, so I do love that. I mean, YouTube might not like it as far as the nudity on them, and I'm not coloring them in. Whatever is what it is. But that being said here, I do like it because the pictures are really big, so it makes it a lot easier to see on camera than my regular deck. So, all right, let's pull some cards here. And I feel like going like that. Let's see here what we get. How is this person feeling about Gemini currently? So could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So right now I feel like this person is in the energy here of wanting. I feel like this person does see long term here with you, Gemini. They really want to have a 10 of Cups with you. This person, is thinking about what their life might be like being with you. So it's funny because I feel like you guys are actually both thinking about each other in the same way. We'll see what comes out in your feelings, but I feel like that's really where you're at here. Whether or not they can have a happily ever after with you. So I feel like right now there's definitely some silence between you and them. This person is, a very kind, nurturing person. This is the type of person that wears their heart on their sleeve, somebody who's, maybe overgiving at times with the Queen of Pentacles. But, I feel like this person, when you're around them, you feel warm and secure. And I feel like this person shows you a lot of love. They're not afraid to show you a lot of love. So, some people just, are innately more giving and caring. And I feel like you almost feel, I want to say, like this person's wings are kind of like wrapped around you. And I feel like that's a feeling maybe that you've never felt before. So, and with the Queen of Cups here, again, holding out that big cup of love. So I feel like right now there could be definitely silence between you and this person, but they are thinking about you, Gemini. So if you're wondering about that, don't. I feel like, they're just being guided right now to look after themselves and in the meantime. So I feel like there is a break here between the two of you here. So let's see how Gemini feels about this person. How does Gemini feel about this person that they're dealing with? I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. All right. So this person does bring you a lot of happiness. We have the 9 of Cups on the bottom. All right. So we have the 7 of Wands coming out in your feelings. 4 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Devil. So you are highly attracted to this person. There could be a little bit of codependency, and or you might be dealing with some other issues in your life around either addictions or could be anything. Again, we talked about those bad habits, trying to break those bad habits here, Gemini. But there is some, a blockage here. I feel like you are holding back from, this person or this situation, taking this leap of faith towards love. You might feel it's really risky. I'm getting risky off of that card. Is this like a wise decision? Am I making a good decision here? And again, trying to look at the bigger picture here. Let's ask about the 7 of Wands. What's the block here? Why is Gemini? What's the 7 of Wands here for Gemini? What's the block? What is the block here for Gemini? Could be dealing with a Leo, somebody with Earth in their sign. We also have Capricorn coming out. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign. And this Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. So definitely you're holding back. I feel like, you know, maybe taking this leap of faith, letting this person know how you actually feel. And again, let's get some more details here on the Fool card. Why is the Fool card here for Gemini? Why is the Fool card here for Gemini? Why the Fool card here, Spirit? Look at that. King of Wands. I can't make it up. So, yeah, there you are really drawn to this person. So, this Devil card could really just talk about, you know, this connection may scare you a little bit here, Gemini, because there's such a strong attraction between the two of you. I mean, we have a pair coming out, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So, you might find this connection to be, or you did find this connection to be really, you know, emotionally overwhelming, or maybe you didn't quite understand the connection, why it was so strong. And I feel like for some of you, definitely you might be like a little bit avoidant. Like, I don't know, you know, if I take this action, like again, is this the right decision for me? And again, really wanting to learn more. So just like the Treasure Island card, whether or not this can really work, come together. Can we alchemize this into something really beautiful? You know, should I communicate with this person that I do really want to, you know, work things out? They do bring me a lot of happiness. The Nine of Cups, the Sun, Ace of Pentacles. Should I make an offer? Yeah, I feel like you're going to need to take a risk here. And I don't know, Gemini, you might be feeling like it's a pretty big risk. You might be having to give up a lot in order to be with this person. And that might be where the fear is coming from. The devil can also, you know, just represent a mindset. Why is the devil here? Let's just ask. Why is the devil here in Gemini's feelings? Why is the devil here? I was gonna say, why is the Gemini here? Why is the devil here? Tower. Yeah, it would be a big surprise and shock, possibly, to, again, really needing to uproot your life in order for you and this person to be together. There's already been a lot of sadness, I feel, a lot of pain between the two of you. So I feel like that might be also what you're concerned about, is that, you know, if I make this decision, I really got to stick with it. I don't want to hurt this person again, you know, or create more pain between the two of us, especially after whatever's happened. And I feel like for some of you, definitely there could have been a tower moment in the past that maybe wasn't completely dealt with. Like it might have been, you know, kind of shoved under the rug because somebody didn't want to really talk about it or deal with it. But I feel like you can't seem to escape thinking about the situation, Gemini. So let's talk about actions here. Is this person going to take any action towards Gemini here? I'm actually going to pull another card on that tower in a minute, but actions. Is this person going to take any actions towards Gemini here? Mid to end of May. Actions towards Gemini. Is this person going to take any actions? So Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune really talks about, you know, destiny. It's fixed sign energy. Leaving things up to the universe here. Yeah, I'm kind of getting, you know, Gemini knows where I am. If Gemini wants to reach out to me, Gemini will. If it's meant to be, we will be together, I'm getting, which makes sense with that Three of Cups. Could be dealing with another fixed sign or dealing with a fixed sign. Sorry, you guys are in a fixed sign. So I feel like right now, this person's kind of waiting on you. We already saw that they're sitting in hermit mode here. Again, I don't feel like this person's closed off to reconciling with you. I feel like they're very much open to that here, Gemini. So if you're concerned about that, I feel like don't be worried about that. But, in order for this wheel to move forward together, this person, is having faith in the universe that, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Things will move forward when they're supposed to. There's divine timing here at play in this relationship as well. There was some sort of deception and or betrayal here. Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like definitely somebody rejected somebody else at some point. Let's ask about the Tower now before I forget. Tell me more about the Devil in the Tower here and Gemini's feelings. The Devil in the Tower here. Why is this showing up in Gemini's feelings? All right, nothing wanted to come out. Let's just try again here. Tell me more about the Devil card here in the Tower. Why is this showing up? Why the Devil in the Tower? Can I get a card, Spirit? The Star. So that's Aquarius energy. I feel like on some level here, Gemini, this person is your wish. But I just feel like it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of time. It's going to create a lot of change for you if you move towards this person. And I feel like that scares the bejesus out of you, as well. This connection is very strong. So like I mentioned, I feel like there's some fears around that as well. But what might be shocking is that, maybe this person really doesn't know that you feel this way about them. I feel like that's, that you're constantly thinking about this person, that this person really is your wish. And maybe this person doesn't know that. Maybe you've really kept your feelings under wrap. Yeah. Not communicating, fear of communicating your true feelings here. That this person does really make you happy. And yeah, we've got the Sun, the Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups. But again, I feel like it would, for you and this person to be together, there are some obstacles, but I feel like at the end of the day here, Gemini, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Only you can answer that. All right, let's see if you're going to take any action towards this person, because I feel like right now you're, in contemplative mode here, Gemini, about what direction you want to move in. Things need to change in order for you and this person to be together. Looks like it's going to be some big changes, possibly on the home front. So for some of you, you might be at a distance. There could be distance between, physical distance, emotional distance, both at this, moment in time. Let's see here. Actions from Gemini towards this person. Gemini going to take any action towards this person? Mid to end of May, Spirit. Actions from Gemini towards the person on their mind here. Actions from Gemini. Queen of Swords, conversation, clarity, Two of Cups. Can I get another card? All right, I feel like you are. Look at that. Page of Cups. Could be an apology, an offer, kind of come together, have a discussion. And then I see the Eight of Wands, Temperance, Page of Pentacles, the World. I feel like you are opening up a little bit to this person. I feel like you know you need to show up here, Gemini, with the Two of Cups here, you know, or at least show up with a cup and meet this person in the middle, I want to say. So I feel like it is clear to you here now how you feel about this person. So I do like that. I feel like by the end of May, Gemini, you're going to be in the position where you know what direction you want to move in, knowing what you need to change, you know, communicating to this person that they are very special to you. You do feel this connection here with the Two of Cups. I'm just going to clarify the Queen of Swords. And it looks like there's going to be some sort of apology and or, you know, reach out, text message about making some sort of offer here. Like an opportunity to get together, spend some time together, get to know each other better, or just really come together to collaborate. I feel like maybe in the past here, Gemini, you made a decision to, you know, cut this relationship short in some way, shape, or form, or you were not able to move forward at that time when you met them. So definitely could have been divine timing at play, like I already mentioned. And now I feel like, you know, you're worried about if I don't make a move now, like it might be too late. So I feel like you're being called to do something, called to change here. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here and the Two of Cups and Gemini's actions. You know, I feel like you're open to maybe seeing where this goes now, whereas in the past you were closed off to it or holding back. It looks to me like this isn't somebody that you've been in. For most of you, I don't feel like this is a relationship that really ever got off the ground. This gives me, you know, maybe somebody that you met, had a brief encounter with, you know, feelings developed. Somebody walked away because they weren't ready because of timing. Or somebody wanted to explore other options with that Seven of Cups coming out as I'm talking here. So the confusion is over for some reason. Why is Gemini seeing things clearly now? Why is Gemini seeing things clearly now? Why is Gemini seeing things clearly now? Because I feel like that's what that's saying here. Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're ready, Gemini. So, Gemini, you might have been dating a bunch of people. You might have been exploring your options in the past. But I feel like nobody's really compared to this person. Nobody kind of lights you up like this person. Nobody brings you that same kind of spark or like, you know, lights you up. So I feel like, you know, this gives me the energy of, you know, definitely in the past here, you might have been, you know, testing out some other people, you know, even though, you know, you were attracted to this person, you like this person a lot. But now it is clear to you, maybe after, you know, meeting other people, or you just have that clarity now what this person actually means to you, or what it could mean to you, what it could develop into this Ten of Cups. And so now I feel like you're like, I don't want to date anybody else. I don't want to see anybody else. I don't want to text anybody else. I just want to be with this person. I'm seeing clearly now that this is my person. I'm ready to take. The Page of Wands is like the junior arcana card to the Fool here. I'm ready to go on an adventure with this person. I'm ready to see where things go. I'm ready to put in the time and the effort required to get this off the ground. Even though there are obstacles, even though I've made mistakes in the past here, I hope this person is open to still exploring things with me. You know, I really do want to change and grow and, you know, give this person and or this opportunity. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. I know I'm going to have to put in a lot of time and effort to make things work here, but I'm ready. Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm going to call this reading. I'm ready. Anyhow, I like it, Gemini. I feel like you're, basically realizing your feelings for somebody and willing to give things a shot and really actually like putting forth your best foot forward here to make things work and see if they can work. You know, that really is your wish here. So I love that, Gemini. I feel like, you and this person definitely have probably both made mistakes in the past, but I feel like there's a lot of love here between you and this person. So I feel like this person is, still open. They're still holding that big cup of love here for you. So I feel like this person is open to seeing you as well, spending some time with you, discovering some things new with that treasure island. And again, I feel like, you're opening your heart here, Gemini. So I love that. I really do. I feel like you're, moving past your fears here about diving in deep with somebody. And I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like this is going to change you forever, you and this person. So, you know, that's also probably why in the back of your mind that this connection has been a little bit overwhelming for you, especially if you weren't ready for it. So let's get some hidden messages from this person. Something Gemini may not know, spirit, angels, and guides, hidden and or higher self messages from this person to Gemini. There's something Gemini doesn't know. All right, we have I am better with my mind than my heart. I actually feel that that's your card, Gemini. Again, take it out, it resonates. Sometimes these messages can be talking about you. We have I can't let go of you. We'll take that. And then I can't make a decision. So I feel like maybe in the past here, somebody couldn't make a decision. I feel like it was you, Gemini. Hopefully you don't feel like I'm picking on you, but I wish to be like you. Life without you is hopeless, dark, depressing. I miss your light. I feel like this person really does miss you as well. They have painful memories coming out, and I can't stop thinking about you. Bottom of the deck, the passion is too much. So a lot of strong feelings, strong attraction between you and them. And again, I feel like it's mutual. I feel like you know this, Gemini. I don't feel like that's news to you. But, at the end of the day, it looks like you're pretty much ready to kind of take that leap of faith towards love. So anyway, I love that. I'm a big believer in love. So I feel like love is always the answer. I know that sounds corny, but anyway, I feel like if two people come, together and are both in the right headspace and both really wanting things to work, then it will work, right? At the end of the day. So, Gemini, I hope this reading helped. If it did resonate, if you could let me know by hitting the like button, I'd really appreciate that. I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to make a comment. Comments, make a huge difference as far as YouTube pushing out the video. So again, thank you so much for your time, your energy, all of your guys' support, and I will see you in your next reading in June.